Carson-Newman with an opportunity to sweep a series for the second time this season. The Eagles have taken the first two games of the series, have held Coker to 4 runs in each of the first 2 wins. Won yesterday 5-4, and now go to work against the Cobras after a 9-4 victory in the first game of today's doubleheader. The Eagles have a chance to sweep this weekend series, trying to win their first home series against the Cobras since sweeping them back in 2019. Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back here on the Eagles Sports Network as 26-17 Carson-Newman battles 12-31 Coker, and the Eagles will send their All-American to the mound, Colton Kaysen, and his 3.5 earned run average takes the hill in this series finale. 7 wins, 2 losses, and 56 innings for Kaysen. How about the walks number? Just 13 walks in his 56 innings this year, 59 strikeouts for the sophomore righty, putting together another fabulous season on the mound for Carson-Newman. He'll face a Coker lineup that is very similar to what he has faced, or what the Eagles pitching staff has faced this weekend. Luke Alford, Matthew Lipsy, Luke Miller, the first 3 hitters. Rocco Wojcik moves up into the 5 spot here in the finale. Him and Colton Penner flip-flop spots. Barak Boston is into the lineup for the first time. Adams Edens, the middle infielders, go 8-9 for the Cobras in this series finale. First game of the day took more than 3 hours, so we're going to get underway at around 3:47 as Kaysen has this sign from his catcher, Jacob Rogers. First pitch of the game is at 3:47. It is a strike on a foul ball to Luke Alford. Alford, 3 hits, 9 at-bats. He's one of a whole host of Cobras with 3 hits. One of 5 different guys with a base hit this weekend. In the 2 games, 1 runs away from Kaysen. It is a ball and a strike. Matthew Lipsy, Luke Miller to follow against Kaysen. A couple of lefties here in the opening inning for the All-American from Benton, Tennessee to pitch to. 1-1. Also outside as Jacob Rogers sees it get away. Home plate umpire in this series finale is Jake Britt. Cameron Haney shifts over to first, and Randall Hartz is at third base in this series finale as Carson-Newman tries to sweep its second conference opponent of the year. 2-1. Outside as well, 3 balls and a strike. The count on the leadoff man, Luke Alford, here in the opening inning. Kaysen did not walk a batter in his 10th career complete game last weekend. He has 4 complete games this year out of 10 starts overall. 3-1, low and away. So a first pitch foul ball and then 4 straight misses by Kaysen. A rare walk, just his 14th of the year. Gives Coker a base runner in the opening inning. Kaysen's last start, it was very interesting. He gave up 6 hits and 5 runs in the opening inning, but recovered very well from there on out. Only allowed 4 hits and a run over the last 6 innings and retired 12 of the last 13. Here's a bunt back to him. He has to move to his right, throw off balance to Floyd, who pulled his foot off the bag. Kaysen's throw pulls Floyd off the bag, and so a walk and an error is how this first inning starts for Kaysen. Had to come off the mound a little farther than I think he wanted to, and Floyd, trying to reach out to catch that ball that was thrown his way, pulled his foot. First and second, nobody out now for Luke Miller. Kaysen went on to retire 12 of the final 13 in that start last weekend at Mars Hill. He was fabulous down the stretch and kept Carson-Newman within striking distance after struggling in the opening inning. Sophomore righty sets and Miller shows bunt, and the slider runs away for ball 1. 3 of his last 5 starts for Kaysen have been complete games. He's gone a complete game every other start since the beginning of March. Pitching against Luke Miller here, whose 3 hits came earlier today. He bunts, foul, third base side, strike 1. Miller in the game earlier today went 3 for 4 with an RBI. He was one of 5 Cobras to score a run in that 9-5 loss. Coker trying to salvage a game in this series as Miller shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes a 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Waist high for a strike, and it's 1-2. 11th start of the year for Carson, trying to get an out here in the opening inning. A walk and an error have 2 aboard for the Cobras. 1-2. Runs away. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Eagles are above 500 now in conference play for the first time all year. Hoping to keep it that way in this series finale. 15-14 in the league, still in 7th place. 2-2. Hit back behind the mound. Rodriguez behind the second base bag. Takes it there for 1, back to first. And it's a 6-3 double play. Good work by the freshman Rodriguez, making the start here in the finale. Starts and finishes the double play, and there's 2 away with Alford moving to third for Gavin Johnson. Cole Nathan joins Rodriguez in the middle of the infield at second base. Aiden Gibson at third base with Logan Floyd at first. Gibson makes his 186th career start as Johnson takes a strike. Jacob Rogers is behind the plate here on senior day, making his 13th start. He's caught all of Colton Carson's starts this year. Ryan Bolton, Kylan Hornbuckle, and Bradley Soto Diaz left to right in the outfield as Johnson takes low for a ball. 3rd career start for Kylan Hornbuckle. First one was in the finale last weekend at Mars Hill, and then the second was Tuesday against Tusculum. 1-1 set, 2 away, runner at third for Johnson, who grounds one to the right side. Nathan to his left, gloves it, lobs a throw to Floyd, and the inning's over. A walk and an error put 2 on, and nobody out for the Cobras, but Carson gets a double play ball and a ground out to toss a scoreless first inning. Eagles bat for the first time in the finale after this.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Coker gives the ball to Owen Brockner for his 8th start of the year, 11th appearance in this series finale. Brockner, the left-hander, has a 10-9 earned run average this year. 2 losses, no wins. Over 26 1/3 innings, 20 strikeouts, and 17 walks. He starts for the Cobras against a Carson-Newman lineup that does have some changes in it in this series finale. Sebastian Rodriguez will hit cleanup. He's the starting shortstop. He'll bat cleanup. Floyd Gibson, Soto Diaz begin the game. And Carson-Newman's offensive attack here in the first as Floyd takes outside for a ball. Floyd has reached base safely in 26 straight games and has 197 career hits. Approaching 200 as he pops up a 1-0 foul. 4 strike 1. Eagles recorded double-digit hits in now both games of this series for the 24th and 25th times this year. Scored 9 runs as well in that 4-run victory. 1-1 fouled back by Floyd. It's strike 2. 3rd straight lefty that the Cobras will throw out there as the game starter this weekend. Carson-Newman's 9-2 this year against left-handed starting pitching. Cobras going to roll out Brockner for a weekend start, his first weekend start since late March. 1-2. Went to a breaking ball away and missed. Two ball, two strike count to Logan Floyd, leading off for Carson-Newman in this leadoff spot for the fourth time in the last 5 games. 2-2 set at the belt, and the lefty fires in a breaking ball that stayed outside. 3-2 count. Rodriguez, we said, in the cleanup spot. First time in his career he'll hit cleanup. 3-2. Floyd golfs it in the infield. Into the outfield grass goes Gavin Edens, who's back to make the catch, and Floyd pops out after a 6-pitch at-bat. One away for Aiden Gibson. These first few games of the series, first 2 games of this series have been very interesting because it's been low-scoring games early on. Yesterday's game was 2-1 after 5, or 2-1 after 4. The game earlier today was scoreless until the 4th, and then the floodgates opened. It's been when one of these two teams creates some separation, which it's been Carson-Newman, then the other, and Coker has been able to respond back, and that's when the scoring's started to happen. Interesting to see how it plays out in a 7-inning game for this series finale as Gibson takes away. It's ball 1. 3-game on-base streak for Aiden Gibson now. He's 1 for 7 this weekend. His only hit was in his first at-bat, a 2-run single yesterday in the opener. Line drive foul for strike 2. .279 hitter is Aiden Gibson. Among 13 seniors honored before the game, and 9 of them now have played today. 1-2. High fastball at 87 evens the count. Carson-Newman's only not been able to play a couple of seniors, and the only position player is Colton Evans, who's actually injured as Gibson fouls off a 2-2 pitch. Evans has battled hand problems all year. Don't expect to see him today. Same with Seth Benner. He's battled an illness and an injury throughout the year, with McCain Mangum and Braxton Roberts, the other 2 seniors that have not played today. 2 balls, 2 strikes as Brockner sets and pitches. Gibson fights off another 2-2. Two ball, 2 strike count, scoreless first inning. Second batter of Carson-Newman's home half of the first, and Aiden Gibson standing in against the lefty Brockner. Swing and a miss. Gibson behind the changeup, and it's swinging strike 3. First punch out for Brockner, his 21st of the year, and there's 2 away in the first inning. Now Bradley Soto Diaz. A hit in each of the games this weekend now for Soto Diaz. He is 3 of 8 and is one of 7 different Eagles that have driven a run this weekend. First pitch swinging, he fouls it back. Last time Carson-Newman baseball was here for a home series, the Eagles blasted 8 home runs. There have been no home runs in this weekend series. 0-1. Ground ball to third. Wojcik gathers and throws out Soto Diaz, and it's a 1-2-3. Owen Brockner, first inning. We're scoreless after 1 in the series finale between Carson-Newman and Coker here in Jefferson City.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
14-pitch scoreless first inning for Colton Kaysen on the mound, and he'll face 5, 6, and 7 of Coker's order to begin the second inning. Rocco Wojcik had a great first game of the day. He went 3 for 3 and reached all 5 times he came to the plate. He's batting .500 for the weekend and will step in first here in the second inning, sliding up a spot in the order to 5th. In this series finale, Kaysen against the heart of the order here. Penner and Boston to follow. First pitch of the inning is grounded softly to first. Floyd makes the play, will flip to Kaysen, who is going to get to the bag first. And the flip is a good one to retire Wojcik. First time Coker's third baseman's been retired today, and there's one away in the second inning. Now Colton Penner. Pitch inside, and Penner is saying that he got hit by the pitch, and he did. Colton Penner hit by a pitch with 1 out. So a 1-pitch ground out, and now a 1-pitch hit batter puts a runner on for the Cobras. Hard to tell on our replay for those watching there. It looked like it maybe did clip Penner on the way through. A runner for the Cobras for the second consecutive inning to start the finale for Bar Rock Boston. Boston has pinch hit twice and shows bunt and takes a strike. Second career start for Kaysen. The other was last season, his only other season here in the Eagles orange and blue. Sophomore campaign for the All-American as a freshman, as he fires in a pitch that misses away, 1-1. Kaysen became just the 8th player in program history to earn All-American honors and just the 5th pitcher ever, winning Southeast Region Pitcher of the Year, and was the only individual ever to win 2 individual sack awards in the same season, as Boston fouls a 1-1 off for strike 2. Kaysen was the freshman and pitcher of the year a year ago. Although his numbers aren't as good, he's had just as good of a season almost as he did last year. His second time through. 1-2. High fastball at 90. It's 2-2. Last year against the Cobras, Kaysen won the only game in that series for the Eagles. He went 7 innings of 1-run ball and struck out 5. And what at the time was his second straight CG. 2-2, another elevated pitch, and it's 3-2. Kaysen entering the day with 150 career strikeouts and 150 career innings. Payoff to Boston. Swing and a miss. There's strikeout 151 in the career of Kaysen, and there's 2 away in the second inning. First time Boston swung the bat, and he came up empty. Now Peter Adams with 2 outs, the 8-hitter. Peter Adams this weekend is 1 for 7. The only starter for the Cobras without multiple hits in the 2 games is Peter Adams. He takes ball 1 away. Runner at first, 2 away. Scoreless second inning. Adams lines a pitch foul and out of play. Colton Kaysen tied for the most complete games in the South Atlantic Conference this year. He has 4 of them. 5th most in Division II, as well as 7 wins, or 3rd most in the league. 1-1 pause. And he pitches. Adams thought about a breaking ball away and stayed away. Ball 2. His 7 wins are 19th nationally. He also ranks high with his strikeout to walk ratio, which is 4.5, second best in the league and 29th nationally. 2-1. Adams went around that time. Offered at the slider away, and it's a 2-2 count. Two balls, two strikes, two away. Top of the second inning. We're scoreless in the finale. Kaysen gets a softly hit grounder to second. Nathan takes care of it, and the inning's over. Another scoreless inning from Colton Kaysen. He got a strikeout in the frame and works around the one-out hit batter. Carson-Newman will send Sebastian Rodriguez, Cole Nathan, and Sean Strittmatter up against Owen Brockner in the second inning.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Sebastian Rodriguez will lead things off for Carson-Newman in a scoreless series finale between the Cobras and Eagles. Lefty-lefty matchup. Rodriguez will face the lefty Brockner, who needed 15 pitches for a scoreless first, and drops in a strike to Rodriguez. Rodriguez started yesterday, did not play in the first game today. He went 2 for 4 yesterday and drove in a run. 0-1 offering. Rodriguez bounces it first base side. It is a fair ball on the line, and Penner will take it there himself. Rodriguez looking at the umpires if that was a foul ball. It was fair according to Cameron Haney at first. It's an out. 3 unassisted to start the second inning. Brockner, almost an identical start to what Cleghorn did earlier today. Cleghorn retired the first 5 in 19 pitches. And then eventually the Eagles got to him in the 4th and 5th innings to run him out of the game. 18th pitch from Brockner here in the finale is a strike to Nathan. It's 4 up, 4 down start for the left-hander that has a 10 ERA entering the day. Two hits this weekend for Nathan. He's behind on the 0-1 offering from Brockner, and it's 0-2. Nathan's batting average back above 300. The only Carson-Newman player that has started now in all 44 games is Cole Nathan. 0-2. Missed away. Nathan spent the majority of his time at second base, but has also spent time at DH in some of the midweek games. 1-2 count on Cole Nathan, 1 away in the second, and he's behind a fastball at 87. A second strikeout from Owen Brockner, and there's 2 away in the second inning. 5 straight have been retired by the southpaw to open his day. Sean Strittmatter stands in for Carson-Newman with 2 outs and takes a high fastball for ball 1. Strittmatter's 4th start of the year. First weekend start in a conference game as well for Strittmatter. The junior infielder had started 3 midweek games heading into this 4th start of his this year. 1-0 behind on the pitch, 1-1. Brockner in a good groove early on. 5 up, 5 down. This is inside and low to Strittmatter. It's 2 balls and a strike. Brockner's best start of the year. Quality start, his only quality start. Back on February 22nd against Wingate as he bounces in a ball to Strittmatter 3-1. 6 innings of 3-run ball with 4 strikeouts against one of the best offenses in the league this season in Wingate. Game the Cobras lost 11-7. 3-1. Strittmatter goes after the 3-1 pitch and swings and misses. Brockner's 2 best starts, surprisingly enough, are against the 2 best offenses in the league, Wingate and Lenoir-Rhyne. Payoff to Strittmatter is outside. He draws a walk, and Carson-Newman breaks up this stretch of Brockner's efforts here early on. He retired 5 straight and walks Strittmatter on a 3-2 pitch to bring Kylan Hornbuckle to the dish. Hornbuckle only knows extra base hits. 3 hits all year, 2 triples, and a home run. First career home run was last weekend against Mars Hill. First pitch he takes is outside. The average for Hornbuckle in 16 at-bats is 188. Drove in 5 runs in his senior season and takes outside, ball 2. Jacob Rogers, another senior, getting his first start. 6, 7, and 8 of Carson-Newman's order, all making their first start of the weekend. Ryan Bolton is 9th. And then back to the top here, down the stretch, is Owen Brockner is going to have a conversation with Luke Miller, who has started now all 3 games for the Cobras behind the plate. Once we head to the 3rd inning, we'll update you on some scores from the league and the live standings and what's still at stake for these 2 clubs. A lot of close games in the league once again in the first of the doubleheaders around the league. 2-0 picked first. Strittmatter back safely. He has swiped 1 bag this year. Two on, 2 balls on Hornbuckle. No strikes with 2 outs in the second. Strittmatter at first base, and he's back safely again as Brockner checks on him. .2-0 home to Hornbuckle is a strike. Took 15 pitches for a 1-2-3 first for Brockner. He's thrown 15 more here in the second. Eagles have their first base runner at first here in the second inning in Strittmatter. He takes off. The 2-1 pitch is a strike. Throwdown is high. Adams leaps into the air. Did he catch the ball? He did. Couldn't apply a tag, but kept the ball from going into the outfield. And Strittmatter has a second stolen base in his junior season. How about that? Elite hops from Peter Adams. Also avoided the sliding Strittmatter in the same motion. Scoring position goes Strittmatter on a 2-2, and Hornbuckle takes away. 3 balls and 2 strikes, back-to-back 3-2 counts here with 2 away in this inning. Can Hornbuckle deliver a 2-out knock with 2 strikes to break this scoreless game? There's the payoff. He takes strike 3. A 3rd strikeout from Owen Brockner, his 2nd in the inning. And he's got 2 scoreless to keep us scoreless in this series finale. He rings up Hornbuckle looking to bring us to a close in the 2nd. We head to the 3rd. Kaysen back to work for the Eagles after this.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. world-class accredited academics, a faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me, a top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Brockner and Kaysen trading zeros to begin our series finale here on the Eagles Sports Network. Neither side has a hit. Gavin Edens, the 9-hitter, will try to change that here in the third against Colton Kaysen. In this third inning of this series finale, Carson-Newman 5-4 in the opener, 9-5 in the first of the day to set up an opportunity to sweep a series for just the second time all year. First pitch of the inning is inside to Edens for a ball. Coker's second baseman is 2 of 6 in the 9-hole this weekend and takes a strike. 14-pitch first inning for Kaysen, 13-pitch second inning. 1-1 count on Edens, and now 2-1, missed inside. Well, a live update to the baseball standings around the league. Lincoln Memorial loses a 4-run ninth-inning lead to Wingate. 1-1 fouled back, or 2-1 fouled back. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ninth inning leads with Wingate happen often. LMU rallied last night and then blew one today. 2-2. Breaking ball rolled softly to third. Gibson ranges to his left. Throw is high. Pulls Floyd off the bag, but he tags out the runner. And the play is made, 1 away. And now back to the top of the order. So that means the Eagles now are within 3 games of 4th place, with LMU losing to Wingate. Mars Hill took care of Emory and Henry again, 15-2 in 7 innings. And so the Lions are a half game out of 4th. Newberry loaded the bases in the 9th inning against first place Catawba. And the Indians got out of it as Kaysen misses low to Alford for a ball. Indians won 5-3, have won the series, and now can try to sweep the Wolves later today. 1-0, big swing and a miss. Alford out in front, 1-1. The win for the Indians also locks up a share of the regular season title for Catawba. The only way the Indians would not be alone at the top is if Wingate wins out and Catawba loses out. It's an Indians group that's only lost 4 times all year in league play. Alford lifts a high fly ball out towards center field on a 1-1 pitch. Hornbuckle ranging over. He's got room out in deep center field to make the catch. And there are 2 outs in the 3rd inning for Matthew Lipsy. Also in the league today, Lenore Ryan is up 12-2 in the 9th against Tusculum. And so that means Coker will stay within a game of 8th place as these series finales get underway. First pitch to Lipsy drops below the zone for a ball. UVA Wise won that 16-inning game last night against Anderson, and the Trojans are losing 5-3 to Wise in the bottom of the 8th. In the first game of that day, that didn't start till 2 o'clock. Give the team some extra time to regroup after that long one last night as Lipsy takes a strike, and it's 1-1. And then E&H is only down a run in the 3rd against Mars Hill, 3-2 in the finale there. Eagles would love to see the Lions drop a game potentially. A ball and 2 strikes after the Lipsy foul ball off the mask of Cameron Britt, or Jake Britt rather. Kaysen trying to pitch a 1-2-3 inning for the first time. 1-2. Lipsy checked his swing. Did he go around? The appeal to third. Randall Hartz rings up Lipsy, says he did not hold his swing back. It's a strikeout for Kaysen, his 2nd of the day. And that's how the 1-2-3 3rd inning finishes out. Kaysen's retired 5 straight, and we're still scoreless after 2.5 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shop cneagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shop cneagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shop cneagles.com.
Carson-Newman and Coker competing in the series finale. And if you're looking at our score bug for those watching, yeah, that's right. No hits, no runs, and just the one error by Carson-Newman through 2.5 innings of this series finale. Jacob Rogers will bat for the first time against Owen Brockner, who has tossed 15 pitch and 18 pitch scoreless innings so far against the Eagles. Facing Jacob Rogers, Ryan Bolton, and Logan Floyd in the third. First pitch of the inning runs outside to Jacob Rogers, a .310 hitter. Stepping into the batter's box for the 30th time this year. 29 at-bats for Rogers, hitting .310, 9 hits, 5 RBI. Swinging a foul ball into the seats. Rogers, over the Carson-Newman's last 10 games entering the weekend, 4 hits, 8 at-bats in 3 starts of those games. 3 of Rogers' 9 hits this year here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. 1-1, Rogers flares one to right. That'll drop in for a base hit. Game's first hit is Jacob Rogers' 10th on Senior Day. First of the day for Rogers. 10th of the year. Carson-Newman has the leadoff batter aboard for the first time in the series finale. Good piece of hitting by Jacob Rogers. Drives that inside fastball to right. And now Ryan Bolton's first turn against Owen Brockner. Brockner comes set from the right side of the mound. Will pitch one home to Bolton that's high and away for a ball. Bolton showed bunt and pulled back after seeing it miss outside. One ball, no strikes. Brockner comes home to Bolton. Inside, he gets away from the catcher. Never hit Bolton, and so Rogers will sprint to second. Wild pitch. Gives Carson-Newman a base runner in scoring position for just the second time. And now Bolton will more than likely have his bunt called off here. He was showing on the first 2 pitches. We'll see if he stays on. He does stay on, and the pitch is high. 3-0. Could sacrifice Rogers over to third, which could give you a sac fly opportunity. And Bolton could also still be showing bunt just to mess with the pitcher here a little bit. It's a 3-0 count. Bolton pulls back at the last second and takes ball 4 low and inside. 4-pitch walk by Owen Brockner. His first, or check that, second free pass. Has runners at first and second for Logan Floyd, who more than likely will not be placing a sac bunt in a scenario with runners on first and second and nobody out. .410 average for Logan Floyd this year. Would be the second highest batting average in Carson-Newman's Division II baseball history, should his season end here, as he pops up the first pitch foul. Tyler Thompson's .438 mark is the highest. Floyd's also chasing Thompson to become the first Eagle with 200-plus hits in a career since Thompson did it in 2021. Capped his career with 213. Floyd's got 197 with 2 more this weekend. Standing in against Brockner for the second time. He'll have to wait as the lefty picks to second. Floyd batting at the top of this Carson-Newman order. The reason for that, well, the bottom of the order has been so good about getting on. That's exactly what's happened here in the third. Floyd takes outside for a ball. A lot of baseball teams have shifted as of late. Major League Baseball, and even you see it in the Division II ranks here in the South Atlantic Conference. Some of those best hitters hit it toward the top of the order, get him as many at-bats as possible. 1-1, line drive towards center field. This will drop in for a base hit. Rogers had to wait to see if it was going to get caught, and so he just gets to third, and Carson-Newman's loaded the bases here in the third inning. Single walk, single. Floyd's got career hit 198 to load him up for Aiden Gibson. And again, when you've got two guys on like this, and you've got your best hitter in the leadoff spot in this order, the bottom part does its part, and then Owen Brockner has no choice but to pitch to Floyd, who smacks a base hit into center field. Nobody out, and Aiden Gibson, the batter for Carson-Newman here. First pitch, breaking ball, outside, ball one. Nobody on this roster has more plate appearances than Aiden Gibson with the bases loaded. 5 of 14 this year, tied with Maddox Green for the most hits with the bases loaded. 1-0, away again, 2-0. The Eagles as a team have loaded the bases so many times, 90 times this year now, but only hit 230 as a team. Coker will talk things over. Kyle Gallman is out of the first base dugout for the first time here in the finale to chat with his starter, Owen Brockner, who retired the first 5 and was efficient in his first 2 scoreless innings, but has run into trouble here in the third. Has there been a call to the pen? There's a guy running in, but I'm not sure if that was a reliever or not. Trey Miller, the first base coach, was trying to sprint toward his dugout and was wondering if there was a new pitcher, but that was, I guess, just somebody from the bullpen running toward the dugout. No official signal for a change, and Brockner will stay out there. The game is scoreless, but Carson-Newman's got a prime opportunity here to start the scoring, just as it has done in the first 2 games of this series and has all week. Eagles 3-0 this week and have jumped in front early in these wins this week. Eagles have won 5 of 6. Entering this finale, it's a 2-ball, no-strike count on Aiden Gibson as play resumes. And it's another ball from Brockner. Brockner's walked 2 in this third inning, or 1 in this third inning, 2 for the game. In danger of walking in the game's first run, and he does it. The second 4-pitch walk of the inning, and Carson-Newman starts the scoring. Aiden Gibson, a bases-loaded walk for his 26th RBI. And Coker has seen enough. Kyle Gallman gets to see Owen Brockner throw 2 more pitches, and the Cobras are going to the bullpen early in the series finale, but the guy's coming from the dugout. 1-0. Coker's new pitcher comes in after this.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We're back here in the third at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex Series finale. It's Carson-Newman 1, Coker nothing. The bases are loaded, and there's nobody out. Taking over on the mound is Wyatt Tucker for the 21st time in his career, 14th time this year, a 9.1 ERA. In 24 and two-third innings work, 19 strikeouts, 2 wins, 4 losses for Wyatt Tucker, who will make his 13th relief outing in 14 total appearances. So face Bradley Soto Diaz, who's having a good laugh with Brendan Crowe prior to this at-bat. Carson-Newman in this third inning has gone single walk, single walk. Based on history, we should expect a single. Bases are loaded for Bradley Soto Diaz here in this third inning. A bases loaded walk has started the scoring. And Soto Diaz will get a 5th opportunity this year to bat with the bases loaded. 1 for 4 officially is his line in these opportunities. And there's still nobody out in the inning. It was smooth sailing for Owen Brockner in the first 2. And he's not been able to get out and out here in the third, and gives the ball to Wyatt Tucker, whose first pitch is a changeup at 79 for a strike. Rodriguez on deck. This is the heart of the order. Rodriguez, Nathan after Soto Diaz, who has 49 hits in his senior year. 0-1. Bounced into the turf. Good block by Miller. Bolton stays put at third. It's 1-1. Really good job by Miller, having to be strong behind the plate. 1-1. Nearly hit Soto Diaz. 2 balls and a strike. Some run support for Kaysen. He has 1 to work with right now. His offense has the bases loaded and nobody out. Eagles trying to put up a crooked number. The 2-1 hits Soto Diaz. A bases loaded walk and a bases loaded hit by pitch. 2-0 Carson-Newman. Bolton scores. Floyd to third. Gibson to second. Soto Diaz to first. And now Rodriguez's turn here. RBI for Soto Diaz, number 32 this year. And Rodriguez aggressive at the first one, comes up empty. Rodriguez grounded out in the second inning. Bats for the second straight frame. First time against the reliever Tucker. Nothing in 1 set for Tucker at the belt. And he pitches a breaking ball into the turf. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still nobody out. This is Carson-Newman's 6th batter of the inning. No outs have been recorded by the Cobras. The 1-1. Line drive back up the middle, a base hit. Third hit of the inning will drive in a third run. Rounding third is Gibson. He gets the go sign. The throw bounces in once, twice. Tag is late. Gibson scores 4-0. 2-run single from the freshman Sebastian Rodriguez extends the lead to 4. Eagles pouring it on. The Freebies scored the first 2, and Rodriguez drives in the next 2. Soto Diaz to second on the base hit from Sebastian Rodriguez. Now Cole Nathan. Carson-Newman has 4 runs or more in an inning for the 30th time this year. Had 1 earlier and has 1 here in the finale to jump in front by at least 4 here in the third. Still nobody out. First one to Cole Nathan is a ground ball to third. Wojcik to third for the first out. He goes to second across the diamond for the second. Throw back to second after the double play. And Rodriguez back safely. So Nathan bounces into a 5-3 double play. And there are 2 outs now in the 3rd inning. Much needed double play for Tucker and the Cobras. Felt like this inning could get away from them quickly with 1 more hit, but they get a double play. And now Sean Strittmatter, the 8th batter of the inning, takes away. 1-0 count with 2 away and a runner at second in Rodriguez. Eagles have 3 runs on 3 hits here in the 3rd. Strittmatter waiting on a 1-0 from Wyatt Tucker and grounds it to short. Adams to his right, fields it, gathers, low throw. Penner sticks with it, and the play is made. A double play ball and a ground out, and Carson-Newman's 3rd inning threat, but not before a 4-run and 3 hit 3rd inning. Eagles by 4 after 3 in the series finale on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
For nothing, Carson-Newman, a 4-run 3rd. As Carson-Newman in front as we get ready to start the top of the 4th inning here on the Eagle Sports Network. No hits for Coker through 3 innings. And they'll go to work against Colton Kaysen with 3, 4, and 5. Luke Miller, Gavin Johnson, and Rocco Wojcik as Miller shows bunt and takes low for a ball. Carson-Newman holding on to 7th place in the league, something they can say they've done for the last month plus. After starting the conference slate 2-9, the Eagles are 15-14 now. 1-0. Miller takes a knee-high strike at 87. The Cobras have no hits, but they do have a runner in innings 1 and 2 against Kaysen, but the sophomores retired 5 straight. Slider breaks below the zone. 2-1 and 1 strike count to begin this 4th inning in the series finale between the Cobras and Eagles here on the Eagle Sports Network. Penultimate home game for Carson-Newman baseball. 2-1 hits Miller. Second hit batter by Kaysen today starts the 4th inning. Nobody out. Leadoff man aboard for Gavin Johnson. The left-handed hitting DH waits on the first one and takes it outside. Kaysen off the plate with his first fastball. 3 scoreless so far. Kaysen coming off a complete game against Mars Hill last weekend to get his 7th win of the year. He'll pick to first base. The numbers with Kaysen in his first 2 seasons, this being the second with Carson-Newman, are just off the charts. 25 career starts, a career 2.7 ERA. 1-0 pitch. Johnson fouls it back. Kaysen has won 20 of his 25 starts in his career. 13 last year, 7 more this year. 13 wins, tied for the most in a single season in school history. One set for the sophomore with nobody out in the 4th. Swing and a miss. Johnson behind on the 1-1 pitch, and it's 1-2. Carson-Newman's record 20-25, or 20-5 in 25 starts when Kaysen pitches. Breaking ball away, 2-2 now. Sophomore righty is going to be called upon here. Keep this game in Carson-Newman's favor, trying to finish off his season well and then pitch into the postseason. 2-2. Line drive out towards center. Hornbuckle got a good beat on the ball and catches it head high for the first out of the inning. Well hit by Johnson, but right to Hornbuckle, who read it well off the bat. And there's one away in the fourth. And now Rocco Wojcik. He was retired for the first time between the two games by grounding out in the first inning, or in the second inning rather. He was 3 for 3 and was walked twice in the first game of the day. Takes a breaking ball across the plate for called strike one. No balls and a strike on the 5-hitter Wojcik, third of the inning. A hit by pitch has Miller aboard at first. Pitch outside. Kaysen behind 1-1 as he pitches in this fourth inning. This will be pitch 50 when he offers the 1-1 to Wojcik. Punch shown, he takes it for a ball. 2-1. Two-one count on the third baseman for Coker. The left-hander hitting Wojcik. Fouls it back. It's an even 2-2 count now. Short lead at first base for the runner Miller. And the 2-2. Sharp grounder foul. Carson-Newman has secured a winning record at home by winning the first three games of this 5-game homestand to wrap the home slate. Eagles now 13-10 at home. 2-2. Grounder to short. Rodriguez to second for one. Throw back to first. Not in time. Wojcik beats out the double play. That would have ended the inning. Colton Penner will be the two-out batter with Johnson, or rather Wojcik, aboard. Rodriguez had to play that second hop, and that was the difference there on the back end of that fielder's choice. 6-4 at second to retire Miller there, and now Colton Penner, who was hit by a pitch in the second inning. First pitch breaking ball, a strike to Penner. Two outs in the fourth inning. Penner takes away from Kaysen. Scoreless work from Colton Kaysen so far. 4-0 Carson-Newman. 1-1's away. 2 balls and a strike. 56 pitches for Colton Kaysen, a 14-pitch first inning, 13 in the second, 11 in the third. Eighteenth of the inning is outside, 3-1. Only blemishes so far on Kaysen's line: the 1 walk, the 2 hit batters, and the Kaysen throwing error, which was in the first. Other than that, he's been good. 3-1 to Penner. Low ball 4. There's a second walk from Kaysen, and the inning continues for the Cobras. It'll be Barrock Boston as Wojcik moves to second on the walk. The walk number had been so low for Kaysen, just now 15 this year. He only walked 20 all of last year as well in 95 innings. It's just the th time in his career that he has walked multiple guys. Is Boston calling for time as Kaysen was about to pitch. This season, Kaysen has walked multiple guys now in 4 of his 11 starts and has done it twice in the last 3. 2 on, 2 out for Bar Rock Boston, who shows bunt and takes a strike. Cobra's down 4-0. They're hitless so far. Nathan going to second. They're trying to pick off Wojcik, who's back safely. Nathan and Kaysen timed it well, but the throw just a hair late. Trying to back pick the runner, Wojcik at second. A strike on Boston. The left fielder struck out against Kaysen in the second inning. 0-1. Slider fouled back. It's 0-2. Kaysen's pitch count into the 60s. That was pitch 60. He's thrown 22 in his 4th inning. And at least 2 balls to each of the first 5 batters now, or first 4 batters of this inning. This is the 5th batter of the inning, Boston, who's behind 0-2 and down in 3 pitches. 2 at-bats for Bar Rock Boston, 2 strikeouts. Kaysen's got 3 for the day, and he's pitched 4 scoreless to keep Carson-Newman up 4-0. 3.5 innings in. Eagles in control of the finale on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Four nothing Carson-Newman, home half of the 4th about to get underway. May have seen some umbrellas here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, not because of rain, but because it's a pretty warm day in the mid-80s on a partly cloudy mid-April Saturday here in Jefferson City, Tennessee. Kylan Hornbuckle will bat to start Carson-Newman's half of the 4th inning here on the Eagles Sports Network. It's a 4-0 advantage after a 4-run 3rd for Carson-Newman. Hornbuckle, the 7th hitter, with Jacob Rogers and Ryan Bolton after that. Bottom 3 in the order for the Eagles against Wyatt Tucker, the reliever. First pitch of the inning is high and inside to Hornbuckle for a ball. So Owen Brockner was really good to the first 5 guys, but then after that he struggled. Just 2 innings, 2 hits allowed, 4 runs. They're all earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 47 pitches. As Hornbuckle swings and breaks his metal bat on a pop-up into the infield. Adams into the outfield. Grass makes the catch. That's the 2nd metal bat to break this year. 3rd, I'm hearing. Not sure what happened there. Just breaks as Hornbuckle swings. He held onto the handle, but everything else went flying toward Adams. Catch is made. And the Eagles reserves examining that piece of metal. That won't be used again. 1 away for Rogers. He takes a strike. Rogers Singleton scored. He started that third inning effort, which the Eagles scored 4 times. 0-1 bounces before the plate. It's a ball. One set for Tucker. Ground ball foul behind the plate. Tucker has faced 5 and retired 4 of them. 1 hit allowed and got Cobras out of that third inning thanks to a double play and a ground out. After coming in and hitting the first guy he faced and giving up a single. 1 ball, 2 strike count, 1 away. Rogers grounds this one to third. Wojcik off the initial hop, gathers and throws out Rogers for the second out of the inning. And now the 9-hitter Ryan Bolton with 2 away. Bolton scored in that 4th inning as well, drew a walk. Lines the first pitch foul and out of play. Bolton has 3 hits this weekend, entering this series finale, one of 4 Eagles to have a 3-hit total after the first 2 games of this series. 0-1. Bolton behind the pitch. It's 0-2 quickly as Tucker tries to get a scoreless 4th inning. Eagles now have won 3 straight against the Cobras. The first 2 this year, the last one last year, 0-2. Ball 1 away. Trying to secure their first series sweep against the Cobras since 2019 and their first home series win since 2019 as well. Eagles surprisingly only 8-7 here at home all time against the Cobras. 1-2. Called strike 3. Bolton rung up on strikes, and the 4th inning is over. Carson-Newman sent down an order for the second time in 4 innings, but the Eagles lead 4-0. Colton Kaysen back to work for the 5th with his team ahead by 4.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
About the work from Colton Kaysen. He pitched the final 3 innings at Mars Hill last weekend scoreless, and he's pitched the first 4 in his next start scoreless. And what is his 11th start of the season? Eagles up 4-0. He's already pitched enough innings to qualify for the win as well, which could be his 8th of the year and 21st of his career. He goes to work against the 8-9-1 batters. Peter Adams first for the Cobras here in the 5th inning. First pitch home of the inning is a line drive from Adams towards center field. It drops in for a base hit, and Coker has its first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Peter Adams' second base hit hops on that first pitch from Kaysen and lines it into center field. See if that kickstarts this Coker offense that has scored 9 runs in 2 games, but that's not been enough. Gavin Eden's the 9-hitter now. Shows bunt, Pulls it back and takes Zion inside. .23-pitch fourth inning for Kaysen after efficient work in the first three. Pick to first. One out, runner takes off, and it's fouled off. Full hit run there. Edens fouls off the breaking ball for strike one. Coker has played so many close games this season. That is the case once again. This weekend, they have now lost 7 straight. Their last 7 losses by 4 runs or less. Strike 2, throw back to first on the strike call is not in time. Keep close. Adams to the bag. And now of Coker's 31 losses this season, 21 of them are by 4 runs or less. 1-2 home. Breaking ball hit sharply to short. Diving stop by Rodriguez to second for one. Back to first. Double play. Rodriguez, a sliding stop to his right to start the double play. Bases clear here in the 5th. How about that work from the rookie? Moving to his right. Made that look so smooth, and then Nathan completed the turn. 6-4-3 turn by Carson-Newman's middle infielders. Clear the bases for Luke Alford. First pitch pop-up foul. Oh, 1. Alford thought about a swing, and he did just enough. Couldn't hold back that swing at a fastball, and it's 0-2. Alford, a little flare to center. Hornbuckle back initially, sprints in late, makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3. 5th inning, thanks to that double play. A great defensive play by Sebastian Rodriguez at short. Starts the double play and helps Kaysen toss a 5th scoreless inning. Eagles by 4 after 4.5.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
For 0 as we head to the bottom half of inning number 5 in a game that is 1 hour and 12 minutes in. Top of the order for Carson-Newman. Set to bat here in the 5th inning of a 4-run game. Eagles have already now clinched a berth in the SAC baseball tournament by winning 2 games this weekend. First pitch of the inning is low from Wyatt Tucker for a ball. It won't just be a matter of where Carson-Newman seated, anywhere from 4th to 7th. The Eagles have locked up that berth, and they cannot finish 8th as well. 1-0, it's a strike from Tucker. Eagles can't finish in 8th because the only team that's 4 back of Carson-Newman for that spot is Tusculum, and the Eagles own that tiebreaker. So Carson-Newman will either be 7th, 6th, 5th, or 4th when it's all said and done by next weekend. 1-1 breaking ball misses low. It's ball 2. Coker can only play for 8th the rest of the way, and they're 1 back. And even with a loss here and a Tusculum win, the Cobras just need to win a series next week. If they lose, does the Cobras and the Pioneers win tonight, the Cobras would have to sweep in order to have their season continue, as Floyd sees a second strike. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to start the 5th. On Carson-Newman's leadoff batter, Logan Floyd, who has hit safely in 9 straight and has reached base safely in 27 straight games. With that 3rd inning single, 2-2, line drive towards center field. After it is Lipsy, he won't get there, and Floyd has another multi-hit day. First multi-hit game of the series for Floyd. The Eagles have the leadoff guy aboard in the 5th inning. Career hit 199 for Logan Floyd. Now Eden Gibson. Floyd now has 61 career multi-hit games. 21 of them are this year, most in a season. Gibson takes a strike. To pair with that, Floyd's got 39 games with multiple RBI. 16 of those are this year as well. No balls on a strike. Short lead for him over there at first. As Gibson waits on a 0-1 pitch, shows bunt, takes the high fastball inside for a ball. Four nothing Carson-Newman in the bottom of the 5th. Gibson batting with 1 on and nobody out. Floyd takes off. Pitch is a swing and a miss. Throw down to second. Floyd swipes the bag. Although we have interference, and so Floyd's got to go back to first. Floyd had stolen his 8th base of the year, but batter's interference on Gibson after this swing and miss will be the first down of the inning. Floyd heads back to first. One away for Bradley Soto Diaz. Gibson had swung on and missed and then got in the way of the catcher Miller in his throw down, and that's why the throw was so high, as the first pitch to Soto Diaz is away from the plate. On base streak for Soto Diaz is at 13 games. He was hit by a pitch in the 3rd. Line drive, base hit into center field. Soto Diaz has his 50th hit of the year and moves Floyd to second with 1 out. How about the year Soto Diaz has put together? All the attention to Floyd, but quietly Soto Diaz continues to creep that batting average near 400 with his 50th hit of the year to put 2 on for Sebastian Rodriguez. It's Carson-Newman's 5th hit of the series finale as well. Eagles trying to get some runs of insurance for Colton Kaysen and company to work with in the final 2 innings as Rodriguez takes called strike 1. Again, Carson-Newman sits 2 back of 6th place, 2.5 of 5th, 3 of 4th. That is currently as well, counting the games already played this weekend, as Rodriguez chases a ball on the turf, and it's 0-2. Eagles' own tiebreakers with Marcel and Newberry, do not with 4th place LMU, which makes 5th or 6th the more reasonable options for Carson-Newman to move up late here in the conference season as Rodriguez fights off an 0-2 pitch. Again, this season has been So strange. Carson-Newman's played so well in these non-conference games all year. 11-3 out of conference as Rodriguez takes low and inside for ball one, but in conference play, got off to a tough start because of some tough competition. Played the top two teams in the league from last year in the first handful of series of the year, and the Eagles started 2-9 in league play. 1-2. Outside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 1 out here in the fifth. But after starting 2-9, Carson-Newman has turned things around and has won 13 of the last 18 conference games. 2-2 set for Tucker. He'll step off and pick to second base. What's so strange as well is certainly Carson-Newman's played some really tough teams here at home, but Carson-Newman's record in home games in conference play is just 6-8. 2-2. Ball away, and Rodriguez from down 0-2 has worked it to 3-2. On the flip side, Carson-Newman's road record's 9-6 in conference play, and overall 13-7. 2 on, 1 out. Full count on Sebastian Rodriguez, and he takes inside for ball 4. Some really good at-bats from Rodriguez. A 2-run single in the third, and now draws a walk to load the bases for the Eagles, and Cole Nathan in the fifth. Oh for 2 is Cole Nathan in this game. He's 1 for 9 this weekend, or rather 2 for 9 this weekend. A couple of hits in the game earlier today. He takes a strike. Another bases loaded at bat for Carson-Newman. Cole Nathan gets this opportunity. He is 1 for 9 this season. Eagles in this game are 1 for 1 as Nathan bounces one through the left side for a base hit. Carson-Newman 2 for 2 with the bases loaded today. Soto Diaz gets the go sign. He slides in safely at home. 2-run bases loaded single for Cole Nathan, and the margin grows to 6-0. More runs batted in for Cole Nathan, 30-31 of his junior year, and the Eagles have a 6-run lead in the fifth. Third hit of the inning as well. Floyd scored easily from third, and Soto Diaz hustled in from second as Rodriguez advanced up to second on the base knock, the 6th of the game. And now the DH, Sean Strittmatter. Showing bunt. Pulls back because the high fastball from Tucker missed the zone. Ball, no strikes on Strittmatter. 0 for 1 is the DH. Sack, or a walk and a stolen base in the second, and a ground out in the third as he takes a strike. One. Tucker misses low, 2 balls and a strike. The Eagles continue to fare well this weekend. Some good pitching performances, but quietly the offense has produced as well. Slider away, and Strittmatter's ahead 3-1 on Wyatt Tucker, who has gone 2 1/3 out of Coker's bullpen and allowed 4 hits and 2 runs. 3-1 set. Strike 2. Strittmatter sees the count go full. Second at bat in the last 3 here in the 5th inning that has gone full on Tucker. He walked Rodriguez. What's he do with Strittmatter? Strittmatter chased a fastball away. 2 away. Third strikeout of the year by Sean Strittmatter at the plate. And now Kylan Hornbuckle bats with the bases not loaded. First and second, 2 outs in a 6-0 game. Tucker has his second strikeout. Two on, 2 out for Carson-Newman senior center fielder. Hornbuckle takes high for ball 1. Eagles this season 19-7, and now 20-7, counting the game earlier today when scoring first. This ball really gets away from Miller. Went up against the screen and the concrete wall. Nathan and Rodriguez will advance bases on the wild pitch. It'll be second and third with 2 away for Hornbuckle and a 2-0 count. Eagles have not swept a home series this year. Hornbuckle, a flare to right. Will it drop in? It will. 1 run has scored. Nathan rounding third. The throw's cut off, and Kylan Hornbuckle with a 2-run single here on senior day to balloon the lead to 8-0. Hornbuckle's first hit of the year that's not an extra base hit. He drives in his 6th and 7th runs of the year, and the Eagles will run Wyatt Tucker out of the game as well. A 4-run third and a 4-run 5th. It's all Carson-Newman trying to sweep the Cobras. They are well on their way to doing so. Eagles up 8. New pitcher for the Cobras coming in after this.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Eight nothing. Carson-Newman advantage. 4-run third, 4-run 5th. Wyatt Tucker's day is over. In comes Jacob Hardy for the second time this series. He got 1 out and 2 batters faced in yesterday's series opener, and now is finishing up his warm-up pitches prior to a 16th outing of the year. 7.4 is the ERA for Harding. 24 1/3 innings on the mound. Jacob Rogers, the batter for Carson-Newman, corners occupied with 2 outs, or no, rather just 1 runner. Hornbuckle at first after that 2-run single that scored 2 is the situation. Runner at first, 2 outs. Carson-Newman 8, Coker nothing. Rogers the batter. First pitch to him, a strike. Rogers the 8th batter of the inning. Both 4-run frames for Carson-Newman. They've sent 8 to the plate. 31st 8-run, or 31st inning, in which Carson-Newman scored 4 times or more in an inning as Rogers takes away. 1 ball, 1 strike count, 2 away to the 8th hitter of the inning, and 8th hitter in Carson-Newman's order. 1-1. Rogers waited on the breaking ball, but just barely found it off, and it's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike set for Jacob Hardy. Hornbuckle at first. Rogers with a chopper to the left side. Wojcik cut off the shortstop. The ball gets into the outfield. Hornbuckle rounding third. He gets the stop sign there. And Hornbuckle will advance to third. On Rogers reaches on Carson-Newman's, for now, 8th hit. Hornbuckle gets to third base as Wojcik tried to cut off the shortstop Adams and make that play. Bolton bats with the corners occupied and 2 outs against Jacob Hardy. Breaking ball popped up in the infield. Right side, it's the first baseman, Penner, near the bag, and foul ground makes the catch. And Carson-Newman's 9th batter of the inning is retired. Eagles score 4 more times in the 5th inning. Base hits by Floyd, Soto Diaz, and Nathan, and Hornbuckle. And Rogers, part of a 5-hit, 4-run 5th for Carson-Newman to lead 8-0 on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Colton Kaysen back to work for Carson-Newman. He's got an 8-run lead to work with as he faces 2, 3, and 4. Matthew Lipsy, Luke Miller, and Gavin Johnson are the next hitters up for the Cobras. 3rd time through the order. Lipsy will bat for the 3rd time. He's reached by an error and struck out in his first 2 chances so far today. 69 pitches for Colton Kaysen through 5 scoreless as the first pitch of the inning, and pitch 70 is outside. 14 pitches in the first, 13 in the second, 11 in the third, 23 in the fourth, and just 8 in the 5th. 1-0 stays away. And it's a 2-ball, no strike count. Lipsy, the outfielder, hits this one well toward the left side, but it will flare foul. Cobras have just 1 base hit. That was a leadoff single by Peter Adams in the 5th. Two 2-1 count on Lipsy to begin this 6th inning. And a ground ball to short. Rodriguez, backhand play. And he throws out the speedy center fielder to begin the 6th inning. Carson-Newman's pitchers all weekend have got a lot of ground outs. No different with Kaysen. He's gotten 8 ground outs. Half of the outs recorded by way of ground ball, not including the double plays that he's turned. That his defense has turned behind him, which has been 2. 6-3 turn by Rodriguez and a 6-4-3 turn by Rodriguez, Nathan, and Floyd in the 5th as Miller takes low for a ball. One ball, no strike pitch in an 8-0 game is outside 2-0. Coker has been so competitive this year, but this weekend's been no different for how their season has gone. Playing in close games, but coming up on the wrong side of them as Miller fouls this one off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. This one an 8-0 game, but the first two have been very competitive and have been really down to the final few innings to decide who the winner is going to be. Yesterday, Eagles won in the 8th inning. Go-ahead run scored in that frame, and then a scoreless 9th. Today, it was a 4-run 6th inning that propelled the Eagles to victory as Miller bounces 1 to third. Gibson attacks the ball, fields it ankle high, and runs and throws out Miller. A 9th ground out is the second of the 6th inning. Now Gavin Johnson, the 2-out batter. Johnson takes a strike on the 9th pitch of the inning, or 8th pitch rather of the inning from Colton Kaysen. Ground out and a fly out for Gavin Johnson. First time he's hit with nobody on base as he fouls off an 0-1, and Kaysen's worked ahead 0-2. Can Colton Kaysen get through a 6th scoreless inning? 0-2's fouled back. Johnson battling here to try to keep Coker's 6th inning alive, down to their final 4 outs. Kaysen has one hit him so far and misses high with his fastball. That goes up to 91 on his 81st pitch of the afternoon. Now the 1-2. Trying to paint the outer edge. Could not do so, and it's 2-2. Kaysen's only retired the Cobras in order twice. Johnson fouls off another one, did it in the 3rd inning, and then a double play helped him do it in the 5th. Couple of freebies the sophomores issued in this game. A walk in the 1st. His own error in the 1st as well. Hit a batter in the 2nd, walked and hit a batter in the 4th. It's been sharp since, though, in the 5th and now this 6th inning, as Johnson, though, has battled to work this count full down from 0-2. A couple of foul balls and now has made it 3-2. Kaysen winds, pitch home. Inside and low, ball 4. Really good at bat from Gavin Johnson to keep the 6th inning alive. Now Rocco Wojcik, the 2-out batter, another left-handed hitter in this Coker lineup. For the first 5 are left-handed hitters all weekend. It was an 8-pitch walk there by Johnson to keep this 6th inning going. Wojcik shows bunt and takes a strike. Four-run 3rd, 4-run 5th. That's the difference in this series finale. Foul ball by Wojcik. He's behind 0-2. Kaysen attacking the Coker 3rd baseman. Trying to get the final out. Sophomore right-hander in his career. Looking for another scoreless outing. This one foul tip, but Rogers doesn't hold on. Stays 0-2. Kaysen only has 6 career scoreless starts. 4 of them are this year. 2 of which are complete game shutouts. 0-2. Blocked by Rogers at the plate. Complete game shutouts against Lincoln Memorial in mid-February and then Tusculum a month later. 6 scoreless at E&H, 4 scoreless to start his year against Cedarville in his 2nd start of the year. 1-2, breaking ball, hits sky high to right. Bradley Soto Diaz is moving in to make the catch and the inning's over. A 2-out walk left on base by the Cobras. They've left a 5th guy on against Kaysen, And the sophomore All-American has 6 scoreless with Carson-Newman ahead 8-0. We head to the home half of the 6th inning after this.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shop CNEagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shop CNEagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shop CNEagles.com.
All Carson-Newman here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Final home conference series of the year for Carson-Newman baseball. This series finale, the second to last home game of the year. Final one is against Shorter on Tuesday. And then the Eagles go to UVA Wise to wrap the regular season, and then the conference tournament begins May 1st. May 1st through the 3rd. There will be 2 separate 4-team double elimination brackets. Eagles will either head to Catawba, Wingate, LR, or LMU. Those are the 4 teams up to host and be the top 2 teams in the league. Senior Trace Alexander will pinch hit for Logan Floyd. Floyd was going to have a chance to get his 200th career hit, but won't have that opportunity here in this game as Alexander will pinch hit for him and take a strike. Alexander, a pinch hit base hit in the first game of the day here on Senior Day. Start of the 8th inning. 0-1 from Hardy. Knee-high strike to Alexander, and it's 0-2. Hardy has recorded an out, and the 2 batters faced so far came in the 5th. 0-2. Hardy misses high. Hayden Gibson, Bradley Soto Diaz scheduled to hit next, although Matt Bishop is in the on-deck circle. The 1-2. Ball 2 away. Would imagine the day for Colton Kaysen is over. See him in our camera view walking toward the pen. He's at 90 pitches through 6 scoreless. Figure that's the end of his day. And what'll be his 7th career scoreless outing as Alexander fouls one off in the dish. Two-two set for Hardy to begin the 6th inning against the pinch hitter Alexander, and he floats one to center field. How about Trace Alexander? 2 pinch hit singles here on Senior Day. That's how the 8th inning started earlier. That's how the 6th inning starts here. And the Cobras will go to the bullpen after that pinch hit base hit. 8-0 Carson-Newman. How about the day for Alexander? He's got Carson-Newman's 9th hit in the finale. The day is over for Jacob Hardy. We'll tell you who Coker's new pitcher is after this.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Justin Skinnell, the new pitcher for the Cobras, with Carson-Newman having a base runner on here in the 6th inning, up 8-0. Skinnell will pitch for the 15th time in his career, 4th season with the Cobras, 3rd season that he has pitched in. Just 3 appearances this year for the senior righty from Clover, South Carolina. 15-4 is the ERA, 2 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 walks, and a strikeout for Skinnell this year on the mound. First appearance for him since March 27th. Got 2 outs and a 22-7 loss to Catawba. Matthew Bishop, the 2nd straight pinch hitter for Carson-Newman here in the 6th inning. He pinch hits for Aiden Gibson. And he swings and pops the first pitch out toward right field. Alford calling off the second baseman Edens to make the catch. And there's 1 away in the 6th inning after Bishop's pinch hit fly out. And Soto Diaz will hold on to a bat and bat with 1 on and 1 out. Nobody's come on to the on-deck circle for Carson-Newman. As Soto Diaz stands in, wonder if Rodriguez will get pinch hit for potentially. 1 on, 1 out. Soto Diaz takes the first pitch from Skinnell for a strike. 50 hits now for Bradley Soto Diaz this season after a single in the 5th inning off the reliever Tucker. Later scored on Nathan's 2-run base hit as Soto Diaz takes low, ball 1. One ball, 1 strike the count. The reliever Skinnell facing his second batter as Soto Diaz skies one foul. Out of play at strike 2. Carson-Newman has secured a winning season at home for the 4th straight year. And under head coach Tom Griffin, the Eagles now have done it 17 times in his 21 seasons. 1-2 hit well to 3rd. Nice diving play by Wojcik. Robs Soto Diaz of extra bases. On a hard hit liner, 97 off the bat of Soto Diaz. Wojcik ready for it at the hot corner, and there's 2 away. Rodriguez will bat with 2 outs. 1 for 2 on the day. Skinnell way outside of the first one to Rodriguez. Sebastian, a 2-run single all the way back in the 3rd inning. He's got 3 hits this weekend, and 2 of them have plated 2 runs in each swing. He's got 4 total ribbies for the weekend. 1-0. Golfs it foul into the screen. Rodriguez has multiple RBI in now 7 games in his freshman season. This being his 24th game and 18th start. Oh, 1-1. Liner foul behind the 3rd base clubhouse, and it's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike count, 2 away in the 6th inning. Carson-Newman in control, and 3 outs away from a series sweep of Coker. Will be the 2nd one this season potentially for the Eagles, and the 1st at home. 1-2 set from Skinnell, and he comes home with a 80-mile-per-hour pitch that's fouled off again. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count on Rodriguez. Takes low and in. Two big innings for Carson-Newman is why the lead is 8-0. 4 in the third, 4 in the fifth. 2-2 pitch to Rodriguez. Hits really hard back up the middle for a base hit. Line right back near the pitcher. Scannell got out of the way. And Rodriguez has a multi-hit game for the second time this series. He's 2 for 3 and moves Alexander to second with 2 away for Cole Nathan. Good piece of hitting by Sebastian Rodriguez. He becomes the third Eagle in the game with multiple hits now. The batting average for Sebastian is at .300. After this 2-hit performance, and now Cole Nathan, who's drove in 2 runs and has 2 more on base and takes outside. Eagles have 10 hits, another double-digit hitting day, 26th of the year. 3 different guys have drove in multiple runs. And those hitters are the 4, 5, and 7 hitters in the order. Nathan takes a strike. He's batting 5th. He has 2 RBI. Nathan Rodriguez in the cleanup spot has 2, and then Hornbuckle with that 2-run 5th-inning single. The 3 Eagles to plate multiple runs in this series finale. 7 different guys have a base hit. 1-1. Chopper foul down the line at third. Another 1-2 count as Scannell's worked ahead on Nathan, as he did to Rodriguez, before allowing that 2-out single. Two on, 2 out in the 6th inning. Nathan takes away. Alexander began the inning with a leadoff single. Rodriguez has joined him on the bases with a 2-out single, but they're going to be left there. Nathan swings and misses at Scannell's pitch, and the senior gets out of the inning. A couple of hits for Carson-Newman that they don't score in the 6th inning in strand 2. 3 outs left to get until a senior day sweep of Coker here on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Carson-Newman will play another senior here on Senior Day. McCain Mangum gets the ball for Carson-Newman in an 8-0 game here on the Eagles Sports Network. Line closes for Colton Kaysen, 6 scoreless. His 7th career scoreless start is his 26th career start. Good work from Kaysen. Strikes out 3 and only allows 1 hit. And now he gives the ball to McCain Mangum, who has an 8.4 earned run average in 11 2/3 innings. 7 strikeouts and 9 walks as well for McCain Mangum in his senior season with Carson-Newman. 6'1" righty from Ringgold, Georgia, is ready to roll before a 13th appearance this season. Scoreless outings in 2 of his last 3 out of Carson-Newman's bullpen. He will face 6, 7, and 8 Colton Penner, Barack Boston, and Peter Adams. 3 outs left to get till a series sweep. Penner quickly. First pitch swinging to right center. Hornbuckle calls off Soto Diaz and makes a running catch near the wall, taking extra bases away from Penner. And that's the first down of the 7th inning. 1 pitch, 1 out for Mangum, pitching here on Senior Day. Changes for Carson-Newman defensively in this inning. Trace Alexander is staying in the game to play first base. Alex Ring is the new third baseman for Aiden Gibson. Jono Pierce takes over at shortstop for Sebastian Rodriguez. Another senior, Colton Evans, out there in left for the Eagles as Mangum misses inside to Boston. Or rather, this is a pinch hitter for the Cobras. Luke Peterson pinch hitting after starting the first 2 games for Boston. 1-0 is driven foul, strike 1. So Evans and Mangum, 2 more seniors. Now the Eagles have played 11 of the 13 guys they've honored prior to the game here today. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. 2 outs left to get in the 7th inning as Mangum drops in a strike, and it's 1-2. Eagles trying to shut out a conference opponent here today. Something this team has done on 2 other occasions. 1-2. Peterson almost offered at that slider away. Colton Kaysen shut out Lincoln Memorial himself on February 14th, and then Christian Henderson did it March 14th. Complete game shutout. Those are the 2 shutouts for Carson-Newman this year. 2-2. Outside for ball 3. Eagles have 44 shutouts in the last 11 years. Payoff is grounded to third. Ring sees it get past him. Pierce with a Jeter throw to first. It'll be late. Kept in the infield. And it'll go down as Coker's second hit. A pinch hit base hit from Luke Peterson. Puts a runner on for Peter Adams. Ring was late getting it to it from third. Pierce backed him up to keep it in the infield, but his throw wasn't in time to first, and so with 1 away, a runner for the Cobras, their second base hit. The other is by Peter Adams. First pitch swinging, he golfs one foul. Now to play up the hill. Nothing in 1 on Adams, the Limestone transfer, playing in his only season here with the Cobras. Takes away, it's ball 1. Regardless of how things go around the league, Carson-Newman, should it hold on to this 8-run lead and get 2 outs, will be in 7th place going into the weekend as Pierce fields it at shortstop, throws to second for 1. Adams beats it out, running up the line at first, and so a fielder's choice will be the second out of the inning. Gavin Edens is the last hope for the Cobras here on Senior Day. Carson-Newman an out away from a Senior Day sweep. Eagles will be in 7th heading into next weekend's final conference series. Depending on the Wingate-Lincoln Memorial score, that will not finish by the time we're done. The Eagles would still potentially have an outside chance to finish as high as 4th. Runner takes off from first, and the pitch is lined into the left center field gap. Evans will keep it from going to the wall and cuts it off, falling over. The throw is going to be cut off by Pierce to hold Edens to a single. And Adams moves to third base. He was in motion on the pitch. First and third, 2 outs. Top of the order batting, and Luke Alford now. Good job by Evans to keep that from the wall and keep the shutout intact here for Carson-Newman. Actually, he said the Eagles only had 2 shutouts. They actually have 3 this year. Colton Kaysen has 2 himself. Henderson has the other. 4-0 against LMU, 12-0 against UNH, 7-0 against Tusculum as Alford lines the first pitch foul for strike 1. Be a 4th shutout this year and would be all in conference play for a staff that's only allowed 9 runs all weekend. First and third, 2 outs here in the 7th. Mangum tried to clip the outer edge and just missed. Ball and a strike on Coker's leadoff batter, batting with 2 on and 2 out. Swinging a fly ball to left center. Evans, shielding the sun, will make the catch, and Carson-Newman has a series sweep at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. It's a happy Senior Day weekend for Carson-Newman baseball. The Eagles shut out the Cobras in the series finale for their 4th shutout of the year and have their 2nd conference series sweep of the season. Eagles close the home sack slate by taking all 3 against Coker. In a game that takes just under 2 hours, Carson-Newman wins 8-0. Colton Kaysen, a winning pitcher. Once again, he is 8-2 this season as his 21st career victory. Improves to 8-2 this year with this victory in a game that took an hour and 58 minutes. Carson-Newman out-hits Coker 8-0, or wins the game 8-0, out-hits Coker by 8, 10-2. Did commit an error, but only had 1 defensive error all weekend, and the pitching staff only allowed 9 runs, and the offense was outstanding all weekend. The Eagles recorded double-digit hits in each of the 3 victories to improve to 27-17 and 16-14 in the conference. Coker drops to 12-32 and 9-21 in the conference. The Cobras will still have a chance to compete in the conference tournament with the series next weekend. Eagles win again. They sweep the Cobras, have won 5 straight and 6 of 7, and Carson-Newman has a 14th home victory this season. Their first home sweep comes in their last home conference series of this season. 5-game homestand and our final home game of Carson-Newman baseball here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex this season is on Tuesday. Shorter in town for a 3 p.m. first pitch. Carson-Newman will continue on to what could become another 30-win season. They've got 27 this year and another victory for Carson-Newman as they win 8-0. Andrew Rogers, glad you've joined us all weekend here on the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman sweeps the Cobras, taking all 3 games of the series. 5-4 in the opener, 9-5 in the second, and then 8-0 in the finale. Eagles sweep, and they are 16-14 in the league and 27-17 overall. We'll talk to you Tuesday to wrap Carson-Newman's home slate here from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Once again, your final score. It's Carson-Newman 8, Coker nothing in the series finale. Eagles sweep at home, their 2nd series sweep of the season. We'll talk to you Tuesday here from Jefferson City.